Look at this. This is the new character that I made. You guys see this shiny armor? All that we got none of that. We're probably gonna start out like this. Ugly ass wooden sword. Is this a little bit too loud? I think it's probably too loud. Let me lower it down a little bit. Let's curb that sound there. Final Fantasy XIV. Curb it. Let me just update the description on this thing. Oh, what happened here? I always make this mistake. Give me a second. There we go. I fixed it. Oh yeah, I should. Hanging out in Eorzea. And we can talk about this game too. Let me just do that. Boom, boom, boom. Noob mode engaged. Bam. Update to information. Okay. Now that we have that, we should be pretty much good. Okay, so here's the deal with Final Fantasy XIV. I've played Final Fantasy XIV when they came up with A Realm Reborn. I didn't play the legacy version of Final Fantasy XIV because, like, for those of you that don't know, Final Fantasy XIV launched and it was real bad. Everybody fucking hated it and it was real grindy and all of these bad things, right? So they actually took the servers down. They shut everything down. They worked on the game and they re-released it, I don't know how long afterwards, as A Realm Reborn. And when A Realm Reborn came out, it was actually real good. A lot of people actually liked it. I played it for a bit. I never got too far into it, and then eventually I tried playing a bit more when Heavensward came out. Never even got to Heavensward. So I have a level 47 character. And I've been thinking if I should play a new character or if I should play that level 47 character. And the thing is, new characters on these new servers, they get double XP, they get 1,000,000 gil, they get all of these benefits. And I'm just thinking it might be faster if I start a new character and I'll get some money as well. Oh yeah, by the way, I need to do that overlay. Give me a second. Give me your opinions on what you guys think, if I should start a new character or if I should push my 47 level character onto the expansions and all that stuff. Let me know in chat while I do this very quick overlay. That looks good, doesn't it? I don't think it takes up too much space. I don't think it's hidden either. I'll have to see how it looks like on gameplay. Yeah, that doesn't look like I'm trying to hide it, right? And it's also not... I might have to make it smaller, though, because it might be a little bit invasive. I like keeping a very minimalistic HUD. We'll figure that shit out later. Okay, let's see. Whichever you have more fun with. Yeah, I know. Wish I could play this, but my PSN is tied to an account I used on a very old demo that made it unusable when it was removed. Yeah, it's a weird... Dude, it's so weird. Like, Square can help, Deadly D. I can assure you, you just gotta reach the right person. Like, I had a friend of mine that had a very similar problem to what... Excuse me, to what you are describing, and I was able to fix it for him. Like, it took me a lot of hours talking with Square about it to actually fix it. But, yeah. The story is real, task takes forever, yeah. I don't know, man. Game has pay to play. Yeah, of course. Fine. Usually starting an MMO. It's kind of boring. Well, I'm not gonna do the whole story on stream. I can't. I actually can't, because, like, I want to actually get to the expansions. In order for me to do that, I'll need to play off stream. Or I can just, like, stream it, but not do commentary while I'm doing it, which I don't really like doing that. Like, I think if I'm streaming, I want to hang out with you guys. I don't want to be just, like, silent. Because I could stream from my house and just not do commentary and just, you know, play the game. But I don't think that's very positive for the stream. But either way, yeah, that's the thing. Only question is, how much free time will you have once Iceborne hits? None. If you have an... wait. What was it? If you have enough, a new character isn't a bad option. Yeah, that's the thing, because people keep telling me about how the story is awesome. I don't remember anything of the story by this point. So, yeah. That's neither a dwarf nor a cat girl. What's wrong with him? You guys know that actually the first character that I made in Final Fantasy XIV was a Mikote? The first character that I made was a Mikote because I thought he was going to have, like, cool animations and stuff. And he did, but I got really burned out of him real fast because, like, at the end of the day, it's a fucking cat, and I don't like cats. Good afternoon from the USA. Hey, Spy Hunter, what's up? Story is amazing. Yep. That's what I'm thinking. That's one of the reasons why I want to do a new character, and also, you know, all of the other advantages, so... the other problem that I have is that I struggle real hard to play this with a controller, but I want to play with a controller because I want to be able to play this on PS4 with friends as well, and I don't want to get overused to mouse and keyboard, so we are going to play with a controller. Please tell me this thing hasn't just, like, exploded because I've been leaving it in the character. Yeah, he's happy as fuck. He's like, let's go! Fucking go time! That's what you get. That's what you fucking get. Right there. Are you getting Final Fantasy VII Remake? I'm gonna request it for sure. That's next. Is that next year? That's next year, right? That's March. No, it's April. That's April next year. Again, when we reach the Aetherite, go to another world for not overfarmed mobs. Okay. Okay. Hurry up and wait. So for those of you that never experienced this, welcome to the experience with me.
Here. Here. Feel.
Look at that sweet armor. When I played for the first time, I actually started as a marauder. And I had a warrior. I played the warrior all the way up until level 30. But then I swapped it into a paladin because it was the only class with a shield. That's when I really started getting more into shields. It was around that time. Hey, you! This is like a Skyrim start right here. You alright, lad? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the ether, I reckon. You'll get used to it though, don't worry. You there, halt! What's all this about? Inspection! Men, search the carriage! I remember those twins are important. I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out! Look, sir, somnus. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days unless you can afford the fine. Heh, business as usual. Ugh! Amalja, to arms! Those dudes are ugly. Seven Hells, consider this a warning. Now go! All of you! Phew, that kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. Be careful round them brass blades, lad. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them young'uns don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name, and peddling's me trade. Man, I'm just reminding myself that there's like a whole lot of FedEx quests they have you do. In Ul'dah when you begin. At least I remember that. Judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. I knew it! Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventuring's a risky business, these days especially. What was that? first attracted you to it? To gain power, to win glory, to amass a fortune. Nah, man. I didn't choose the adventurer life. It chose me. I don't remember dialogue choices. Well, if you ain't inclined to tell, I ain't about to pry. Might be as old Brent's a chatterbox, but he sure as hell ain't no busybody. We all have a secret or three, don't we? Me? Dozens. And I'd rather they stayed secret too, which is why I don't go sticking me nose where it ain't welcome. Just remember though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breeding. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes. It is. Well, then let this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Ul'dah is ruled by Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and the monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalja, couldn't care less about Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see? They ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers, need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last, behold Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
This is where we part ways, lad. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, and it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this by way of thanks of putting up with me prattle. You never did tell me your name, though, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
Man, I remember I had to grind so much to get the chocobo. I hope they streamlined some of that stuff. Oi, Ventura, over here! I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? How can I tell? Hey! Name's Wyman. Me business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city, free of charge even, just this once like? This dude's got hella style with those shades, man. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Gamepad. Turn off, on, follow the instructions on the move the character, adjust the position. The camera, when you're ready to proceed, speak to... Oh, God. How do I close that thing? There we go. Oh, crap. This thing's got the old camera style. I don't like this. Give me the proper camera style. Standard type. How did people even play this thing with that legacy mode? I have no idea how people actually played it like that. Because, like, I need to be able to strafe like this. As a tank, if I can't friggin' strafe, like, that's insane. Non-player characters, can I disable... I probably shouldn't because I don't remember everything. This part I do, though. See, and here's the thing that I've always struggled. Like, I told you guys that I struggle a little bit with a controller. The thing that I struggled with, I think it's going to be easier now because there's a lot more... Wait, what the hell is that ability? Okay, Fast Blade. I think it's going to be easier now because there's a lot of... at least I noticed that there were at least 2 AoE attacks. But, like, selecting a target and actually switching between targets when you're a tank in the middle of a dungeon, that was a pain in the ass with a controller. A royal pain in the ass. Actually swapping targets. Tap targeting. Is this the XP bonus that we get? Spirits earned while below level 70 is dramatically increased. Yeah, the road to 70. So initiated a quest prompt will appear. Press accept button on the lower left. To recognize as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. Okay. Sweet. Displaying to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If left to go wander off the nearest dark alley, you'd certainly get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, you'll head over to the quicksand and speak to Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Oh yeah, Momodi. I remember Momodi. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventurer. You've begun a quest. Current objectives will appear under the quest title duty list on the right. Maximum 5 quests can be displayed at once. Yeah, I remember a bit of this. Nanamuku. Oh man, I came back here so often. It's gonna be hard for me to get used to jumping on triangle though, but... Complete a quest. By the way, is there... Request for speaking to the NPC with a check mark displayed above her head. Yes. What was the thing that I wanted to ask? Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. I do want to move this over here. It's gonna be very nice to have mouse and keyboard while I'm playing on stream, though. Sadly, Dragon's Dogma is inferior to Skyrim. Wait, you're serious? In your dreams, Odin Ving. In your dreams, son. Sorry, man, dude. Skyrim ain't got shit on Dragon's Dogma, son. Why, hello there. Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it please you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green adventurers like yourself is my vocation. And lucky for you, that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Ul'dah, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for forever now. Is the city still split up, like, into different districts? Is that still a thing? I wish they would just make it one big thing, but I guess it might be too much for the engine to handle. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry. Worry and a lingering feel of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into 8th hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. It was like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. Oh yeah, that's right. This is like the global amnesia thing. And I'm going to be the one to bring back all the memories. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the calamity itself. Whenever we try to call their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them warriors of light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That is why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'll be happy to let you join the guild. Aye. Alright then, a promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register, neat as you can. Rurakan. Well, ain't there a charming name? It just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Mr. Khan, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I bring you your money. Wow. Dude's about to get a beatdown from Lalafell dude over there with a monocle. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You two attend as this scum. No, please, mercy! Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Not an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bother me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing tell of a gentleman's woes with the woman folk from time to time. Anyway, welcome to Ul'dah, Ruri. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little about our fair city. Kablamue, bro, how would you compare this to World of Warcraft? And how about Classic? And GW Handsome, I've actually played quite a couple of hours of this game. I never got to Heavensward, but I've played quite a bit of it. How would I compare this to WoW? It's very different. It's like, in terms of, let's say, in terms of combat, it's similar in some ways, but the main difference in this is that most characters have, like, a sequence of attacks that you want to do. So, usually you'll have, like, an attack that is kind of like your starter, and then after that, you'll have an attack that you can do whenever you want, but You get a bonus if you do it after your starter. And sometimes those attacks can be up to like 3 or 4 chains of attacks coupled together that you'll want to do. Okay, now I do, for instance, mine I think is Fast Blade, then it's Riot Blade, then it's something else. And yeah, you have that basic rotation that you'll want to do with your character. So like, it's a little bit different that way, but like the combat itself is very similar to World of Warcraft. The thing is, this game is much more focused on story, and it really forces you to play through the story. It's not like World of Warcraft where you're like, oh, I'll level 10 levels in this zone and then 5 levels in that zone and then just like whatever, right? This game actually has a main narrative that you kind of have to do that you can't skip unless you buy the skipping potions, but it plays much more like a JRPG than an MMO per se. It has MMO activities like instances and group finders and dailies and all this other bullshit, but it plays much more like a JRPG in its structure and as a story. It is still tap targeting though, Kablamu, so, you know, it's not like it's action combat or anything like that. It's still tap targeting combat. Taking the first step as an adventure in the city of Ul'dah, listen well to the wisdom of Momori Mori, and then go and discover the incredible adventures that await you. Yeah, I don't need to... I know about the main scenario quests. Oh yeah, I also have to do my class quest. Prior to quicksand, once to perform 3 tasks that will help a wonderful mental adventuring. Hopefully one of those tasks involves me killing something. Before you go charging off to your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like to perform, so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here till you reach Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You'll see a giant floating crystal called an Aetherite. For Aetherites, it would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you can still attune to them before you can use them. You ever attuned to an Aetherite before, worry? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. If you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. Finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue in Exchange over on Steps of Trial. Goods from all across the Orzea and beyond turn up every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah as long as you've got the guild. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests, which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Sarasoga, give it to him, he'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. Short, visit the Aetherite Plaza, Gladiators Guild, and Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple, but before you go, word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who will try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to this city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize, instead of chasing after the guild, the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known, if you're willing to give as much as you get, opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, speak to the smith over yonder. These lads always carry some good advice for upcoming adventurers. Otherwise, it's about it for me. It's past time to get going. Oh, and let me know when you're finished, will you? That way, I won't spend my days worrying that you're down with your small clothes without a guild to your name. Small clothes is underwear. Spriggan. Experiences during the battle, crafting on the battle for the battle. This is another thing that I never really understood all that well, the crafting system of this game, because you're supposed to like, I don't know, it's just weird. Because like you can't attack if you're in a crafting profession, but yet they want you to go out as a crafter. It's a weird thing. And you can max out every profession if you want to, it's just hard. Did you start a new character? Yes, I did. I might be going back to my main one It's just for now I didn't want it to go to my main one because it's just like confusing as fuck. I don't remember most of the shit. The Smith. I'm one of the Smiths, a stoker of fires and forger of futures. As a dedicated member of the Adventurers Guild, I've been entrusted with the task of providing assistance to new adventurers. I see you have but recently taken up the Adventurer's mantle. The possibilities stretching out before you must be positively daunting. In the Adventurers Guild, we see new adventurers as fledgling heroes. You are champions of tomorrow, are nascent stars of limitless potential. My fellow Smiths and I are here to provide you with guidance, but the Guild also enlists a cadre of veteran adventurers who will be happy to share with you their accumulated wisdom. You can recognize as helpful men and women by their title of Mentor. Mentors stand ready to advise you on any aspect of adventuring. They have hundreds of quests under their belts and will have solution for whatever dilemma might be causing you trouble. A mentor may even offer to accompany you on your adventures. I would recommend that you take advantage of a mentor's aid to enrich your experiences in the Erzia. Pray do not hesitate me. The adventurer status is applied on all players who have recently begun. There are seasoned players known as mentors who have taken upon themselves to assist these adventurers. When a new adventurer and a mentor form a party, they both receive a bonus to experience points earned. Upon invitation by a mentor, a new adventurers also gain access to the novice network. Okay. Okay, I see that everything is still like instanced and stuff. Wasn't there like a quick run bonus? Yeah, there is. There's sprint. Oh man, it's temporary? Shit. I thought that was like a bigger buff that you could do. Wyman's got a quest for us too. Okay, Wyman, what do you want? Make new friends in high places yet? Ha, well, when you have the Sultana's here one day, I hope you won't have forgotten about old Wyman. As long as you're here, mayhap you can do me a favor and take this missive to Josias at the Platinum Mirage. It's just over yonder, and the man will give you some gil for your trouble. If only all work in this city was this easy, huh? Deliver the unsigned message to Josias. And a new quest already here, too. We can just spend all this time in the city. Pugilist's Guild? Tougher than leather. Jakuti the merchant is visibly perturbed and in need of some assistance. Brings you here, friend. Looking for a bit of work, some small job to add a little weight to your coin purse of yours? Pugilists have just placed an order with me for several of the leather gloves and harnesses they use for sparring. Traders are cruel, for I find myself lacking the hides required. Say you, friend, care to help a merchant down on his luck? Bring me 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. Sure thing. Also, apparently, the dude that I want to meet up is in here. Ha! Josias. There you go. Take that. Bird is barren, let the hounds feast. So it goes. Oh, this. The Guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wyman's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Feels bad, man. He ain't getting nothing. What does this guy want? Motivate. Galter does not like the way you are looking at him, but it will let it pass if you deliver a message for him. A lot of FedEx stuff, guys. A lot of FedEx stuff. Yeah, Spinefair, we're not affected by the fires. The fact that, other than it pisses me off, but yeah, we're not actually affected at this point. But it does make me pretty sad that like half of my country is charred. Well, do you know Didilata? Short, broke, never pays what he owes. Well, that bleeding whoreson, tell him to pay up. I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard he'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like as not. So you go and tell him. If I see that little shite's face, beat him to a pulp. Beat him to a pulp, I will. Apparently I have a main scenario quest here. Is that the Aetherite Crystal? I think it is. Kegrin, give me a realm to go to, like, probably a low pop realm. I mean, the group system still finds from the cluster, right? Really? My realm is low pop? Like, it took me a while to even log in. Might you have come at the behest of Miss Mamodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That will be 100,000 guild. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless, but the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. Its crystalline agglomerations tap into aetherical energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perhaps you have heard of the return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of the aetherites and their connection to the flow of the ether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself with any aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray you find that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer all your questions. I'm good. It's a bonfire. Okay, now I should be able to visit another world server. Omega. Spriggan Omega. Do you have to do it every time? Pew. I see players! Ah! Run away! Run away! Kegrin telling me that this shit was empty. Look at all these people out here. Filthy liar. Do 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 do. Apparently I have the Wanderer title. I'll be back, Abigail. No more beatings, I beg you. Level up, bitch. And I've learned fight or flight, didn't I? This is fight or flight. Put that over there. It's a damage buff. We have another quest here, another FedEx. Kagrin over here is already level 20. Do I have to attune myself with the shards? Oh god, no! I don't like the fact that you have to attune yourself to the shards. Like, you should attune yourself to the city, and the city should give you access to all the shards. Charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna. Okay, what do you want? There's much work. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood. Sure. Once I go outside, I'll just start murdering things and then I'll get it. Considering the negligible value of this thing, I'm afraid you would still owe us. However, there is still a rather unusual circumstance. We waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Bum 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 bum. Dude gave me a fake ring. Either that, or I've just been had. Ihito has had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape. How can the Oshwari demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Do they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rouge and sunsilk dresses and feed my marmot? If only I had a foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bobonima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Well, I'm going to the Colosseum anyway. I already attuned myself to that Ethernet shard, so I'm good. Outside, do job quest first, and instantly turn it in to unlock the hunter's log. I'm Bobonima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now I see she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if your hell's bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these friends, the fair flyers, posting them on the walls inside the Colosseum. Still got a long shift ahead of me standing out here, so I won't be getting to them anytime soon. When you've finished, go and tell Wolken at the Gladiators Guild he should give you something for your trouble. Okay, I have to get to the exposed walls. I'm not saying that this is a FedEx quest, but this is one damn FedEx quest. I'm just trying to get as much levels as possible in the fast... Wait, did I cancel that? I did. I'm just trying to level up as fast as possible to see if I can catch up to my main character with this character in a reasonable time frame. I might just make this my main character. Because I did fart around in my main character quite a bit, and I made alternate professions and all that stuff, and now I know exactly what I want to do. I'm going to do Paladin all the way until when I can become a Gunbreaker, and then I'm doing Gunbreaker. As a matter of fact, Gunbreaker is one of the main reasons why I want to play the game. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence, and now look how my guild is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. What? Fuck you. I'm taking this money. Taking it for myself. How dare you? I can guarantee you will be 60 with that guy before your other. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see how that pans out. Also, I'm a sucker for like side quests and shit, so that'll be a whole thing. My guild now, and there better be not missing. Can't believe I actually did this quest. Wish they'd give me the opportunity to just tell this bitch to sod off. It's like, fuck you! I don't like you! You helping Bobonima? Ain't that charitable work of you? Franz has gotten pretty popular of late. And his fans keep stealing these flyers and taking them home as souvenirs. We've met Bobonima's wife, now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they are made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge, mind. Any road, we appreciate your help. Beat red, Beatles, beat red. Wolken of the Gladiators Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. Okay, we gotta kill ladybugs. Yeah, sure. I'll kill ladybugs. Dude, so many quests. Sakariku needs an adventure to pick up an order from the Goldsmith's Guild. Sure thing. The Garnet Gladiator. Yeah, sure, I'll pick it up. As long as you pay me and give me XP. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me now, you're new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? Well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you'd like to take your place within these hollowed walls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like is not far worse. A daunting prospect, I can see, but there is no other way you mean to take the blood sands one day, and why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah! Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat in the syndicate? There's not an Ul'dah alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there's no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy. If your soul stirs, join us. Of course, Way of the Gladiator wants you to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. Is this the quest that you're talking about, dude? I gotta get this quest to unlock hunters, the hunter log, because I want to get. Okay, good. Wants you to reaffirm it. Okay. Rise above the masses, inscribe your name in legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Decision you shan't regret. One moment, make way for Urukhan, fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to the four-sword Miller. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Hey, Miller. I heard Lulutsu, your Urukhan. It's a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Miller, Guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts. I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it is easiest to learn. The sword is a simple weapon, but to wield the blade is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Ruri, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if be your fate, die by it? I'd rather live by the axe, but, you know, I don't really have that choice, so I guess, yeah, sure. Ketnet, I got to level 47 and my quest was, she's all about that Magitech or something like that. It was something about Magitech around, it was a level 46 main story quest. That's where I stopped. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. Simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go! Now go! Go! I want to track this quest. Let's just do this quest real quick. Way of the Gladiator. Prioritize. Damn it, this is so weird. I always press the wrong one. Okay. So this is where I gotta go? Okay, then this is where we're going. I gotta get used to the controller. Playing an MMO on a controller is always a goddamn challenge, if you ask me. Wait, is this the way? How do I... Aha. Damn, son! That's a lot of quests. Is it this one? In the name of science. Beetles beat red. The Great Gladiator. No, it's Way of the Gladiator. It should be this one. Okay, so if I go here and then I turn right, I should be good. Not expect to see Final Fantasy XIV on your return to the internets. I've played it before and I like it. I do like it, I'll tell you that. What class? I'm Gladiator right now, and I'm going to be working towards Paladin, and then I want to do Gunbreaker. I can only get Gunbreaker once I finish all of the expansions, right? Or can you do Gunbreaker earlier than finishing all of the expansions and getting all the way into Shadowbringers? And I think that this should be the way, right? Let me just double check. Yep. Should be as soon as you hit level 60. Oh! Level 60 is what? Is that after Heaven's Word or is that before Heaven's Word? D-pad. Oh yeah, D-pad is how you actually target shit. Okay, so we need to kill... Wait. I'm only gonna do the main quest and then I'll be back for the rest of them. You automatically pick up the loot, right? You don't have to actually pick up loot, if I remember correctly. I don't remember, though. Well, by then I will hopefully have Shadow installed. Okay, so I got the 3-star marmots. I need the hornets. And then I need snapping shrews. Those might be in a different location, though. So, do I have to click it or not? This is weird. Loot drops into your inventory. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm going to be asking you guys a lot of new questions while I'm playing through this, because I don't remember a lot of it. Okay, now snapping shrews. Should be around here, right? Actually, I think snapping no, there it is. Make full use of your streamer privilege. Dude, remember how we were talking about last night that you can actually buy privilege in Generations Ultimate? By the way, if you dislike gear being dropped in your armory chest, you can turn that off. No. It's all good. I like the armory chest. It's convenient. Just one more snapping shrew and we're good. Can I turn off that annoying sound when I'm spamming a skill? Is that something that I can do? You probably can do that, right? Let's see. Enable normal battle music, play system sounds while waiting. Yeah, not spam it on cooldown. No, I need to spam, dude. I really need to spam. I can't just, like, click a skill when I'm playing an MMO. I need to spam it. It's probably system sounds, but I don't want to just, like, turn every system sound off. You gonna give Classic a go when it comes out? No. I don't have that much nostalgia for Classic. By the time Burning Crusade came around, I was level 56, so I didn't play that much of Classic. I never got to raid in Classic. I never got to experience the end game of Classic, so I don't have that much nostalgia for it. Not to mention, I think a lot of people are looking at that thing through rose-colored glasses. Like, look, if people want to enjoy it, I hope they enjoy it. I really do. I want people to enjoy video games, but I don't think it would be for me. It's too grindy. How would you compare it to old school WoW, though? I don't know. It's very different from WoW. You know, like the only thing that this thing has in common is that it's got tap targeting, whatchamacallit, tap targeting combat. Apart from that, it's just a very different game. This was the Colosseum, right? And then the guild was in here. No, wait, this is the Pugilists Guild. It's not the Colosseum. Colosseum was further ahead. Yeah, Shield Broski, new playthrough. I started a fresh new character. Once you get to Heaven's Word, you won't be able to stop. I just heard that it takes a long-ass time to get to Heaven's Word. That's the problem. And there's a lot of filler quests. Okay, so now I need level 5 to be able to do more quests with her. We now have the hunting log. What level am I even? I think I leveled up like twice, so I should be level 3. Yep. Did she give me anything? Ring of Freedom. We got nothing. We have an empty armory chest. I believe the speedrun record to finish... I'm not gonna speedrun it. And even then, speedrun 24 hours. Holy shit. Who the fuck is speedrunning for 24 hours straight? That had to be a team of people, right? Like, what the fuck? Okay, close to home. I gotta figure out this one. Okay, we gotta go all the way around. Any particular reason for the new playthrough? You get 100% XP if you start on one of these new servers. So I believe I should be able to finish it fast, to like get to the expansions faster than with my main character's level 47, because I'll have double XP all the way up to 70. And also you get 1,000,000 gil when you get to 30 for playing a new character on these servers. Caesaroga. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I'd rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Take that. Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace of the Sultanate. I need to turn off that air conditioning, dude. My voice is dying. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Haldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you'll find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. Once you finish a realm Reborn and you go into the post-ARR content that's 100 quests of pure boredom, it makes you want to quit. Worst part of the game, I just buy a skip to the Heavensward at that point. Really? That bad, huh? Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof of what you find that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. Regards to my Modi. Now off with you. Dude, I already forgot everything this dude said. Everything is like... It's gone. I remember nothing. Something like 149 FedEx quests in post-ARR. Oof. We're the next voice acting member of Final Fantasy XVI Omega. I think I'll start focusing on the main scenario quests as well as the class quests. Because, I mean, if I don't need to do the other stuff... How was your tour of the city? Can't get lost, did you? Oh well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you got a purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the Quicksand. And that's another one. And there's the Riot Blade. We're gonna put this bad boy here. Yeah, this is the combo system I was talking about. You must rebuild. So this is a certain person in Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. Have you ventured behind the city walls? The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to in Hiyu, name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. Dispatch Yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door, across the hall, and you'll see the gate and all. I need to check the level of this. Best to head east, you'll come upon it for long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Already 2 more side quests. Yeah. Should probably start skipping these, otherwise I'm never going to get anything done. And I can always return here with other classes if I ever feel like redoing these. So, I just want to finish the one that I've already done. The purchase receipt to Jamim. Jamim? What level? Oh no, stop! This is not what I want. Can't you, like... Oh, interesting. What I want to do is go to the journal, then. Journal. Level 4. Actually, I'm right on the money so far. Okay, I gotta check the map. Where is Jamim? I thought Jamim was still here. Yeah, isn't this where Jamim was? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure this is where she was. So I just gotta go back and to the left. Boo boo. Oh, I've been Oh man, I could have just Aether. No, wait, this is Ihito? Wait, Jamim is somebody else. The frack? There I go, already wasting time. I have to actually go to the Colosseum. Can I go to the Colosseum through here? Should be able to. Oh, I never did press this one, did I? Look at all these aetherite shards. It's like flight paths in World of Warcraft. Okay, finish this one. Hopefully she doesn't give me another quest. Just pay me. Oh god. Seriously? Now I have to go to the... I don't suppose I can go through here, of course. That would be far too convenient. And another side quest. Stop! Stop it with the side quests. It's too much. My OCD. Have you seen any of the tank changes to tanking? Yeah, I haven't tanked enough in this game to really notice the difference. In my part to ensure the little bastard gets bedecked all the goddamn garnets he can afford, and if he dies in his first fight, well, at least he'll have a pretty corpse. A pretty corpse! Very well, now that we completed that one, let's start focusing on what really matters. I mean, these are not super hard. I'll probably come across them anyway. I should have tuned myself to the place where... Jesus, this city is such a goddamn maze. Makes me miss Ironforge, dude. Ironforge was so convenient the way that it was built. It's the best city in World of Warcraft, this friggin' Ironforge. This place is a goddamn mess. How do I get the fuck out? Is it this way? No, I'm deeper in the Goldsmith's Guild. This is not good. Well, there's an Aetherite shard there. Wait, there was an Aetherite shard there. Aethernet. Bing. I don't think I can... Oh, I can jump down. Oof. Broke my legs. Both of them. Mistakes were made. Is this the exit? This looks like the exit. Let's get the fuck out of here. See ya later. Okay, now that we have that, Oh, wait. There we go. Okay, Central Thanalan. Getting used to the controls on a controller again. It's coming back to me. It's coming back to me. Share button. Because we need all that social media stuff. Everybody. Man, these marmots, man, they're about to have a fucking bad day. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now I'm supposed to do 2 attacks. I need these for the hunting log. Oh wait. I just completed a hunting log entry, so I don't need to kill these anymore. I mean, stuff that is just like, oh, go here, kill these dudes. Should be fairly easy to do. Ooh, snapping shrew. I like killing dudes. Like, I need a GCD indicator to know when I can do my next quest. Otherwise, I'm just spamming all the time. You can now accept the next class job quest. Which means I should actually go and get that real quick before we continue. Because the class quests are like mega important. At least I remember I skipped my class quests for the longest time because I didn't know how to play the game back then. And then I was like, shit, dude, I don't have all the skills that I could have because I wasn't paying attention. I soon need a tank for the dungeons. Pff, what am I, your slave? Be my healer, bitch. You better start leveling a fucking healing character. Dude, I'll tell you what though, Kerrigan, like, healing in this game with a controller, mega easy. I remember I played a healer for a bit as well to test it out. It was super easy. Healer is the only way to get insta-Qs. What about tank? What about Tonky Tank? No, I want these. These are beasts. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. The side quests give you gear, so they do become somewhat important. I had forgotten about that. Too many people wanting to be a gunbreaker. Aw, shit. That fucking sucks. I might have to just stay a paladin then. Leather eye patch. Oh yeah, also you don't automatically equip this stuff, so I gotta go equip it. This is the exit. I don't want to go to the exit. Oh yeah, I gotta go back in here. Gotta go back to the Colosseum. Pally is the better tank. Really? Paladin is better than Gunbreaker for tanking? So, Gunbreaker works more like a Marauder. Like, it's a good off-tank because it brings in some deeps. Oh, sweet. That actually works for me. Oh, she's gonna teach me Taunt. Help you better understand this attack. This just happened as a motive. Quicksand has requested our assistance. A gang of Lominsan marauders is paraded into town, began harassing people outside the establishment. Unlike these prey on the weak, but they will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out the Lominsans and make their presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" This way you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your eyes in battle. Do I have to actually say "face me"? Wait, I'm going the wrong way again. I have to start learning the ins and outs of this damn place. Let's go! Damn, Reed, did you see that guy? That was a future guild spammer. No, I didn't see it. Is it this way? No, I think it's this way, right? I remember the slash quests were like the hardest thing to do with a controller. They were a pain in the ass. I was always looking for the right emote to do. The Gunbreaker does the most damage out of 4. Okay. Is your level 47 character in the same server? No. Wait. Did that do it? Yeah, it did. Wait, you can also just do square, right? And then there's an emotes thing? Oh wow, I only have one. Interesting. I mean, technically I'm visiting the server of my main character. My main character's on Omega. This character's on Spriggan, because that's the one with the buffs. But, I'm visiting Omega. We ain't finished. Don't you only get the buff on that server? Nope. You get the buff on the server that your character is from, but you can visit other servers. Farmerl. Just who the hells you think you're speaking to, maggot? I'm Farmerl the Driven, and I ain't me bloody marauders been reaving so long mothers scared their children tell tales about us. Don't believe me words and let me axe do the talking. Good. Let's fight. It's about time I beat your shit. Oh, this is lively even for the Quicksand. You two going to put on a show for us. Oh, this is one of the heroes. He's the swordsman. Was this another goddamn fool? Show some respect when you talk to. Farmerl the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers, as such. I heard you the first time. Your voice carries quite well. And unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. That sword, it couldn't be frenzy, but only the sword of gnarled wood bloody hells, it's you. You know, I never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Lominson was quite brave of you and quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Ul'dah, and I'd buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. Used to be a young gladiator like you, but then you took an arrow to the knee! Back then, but that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of as yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed this city, this wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin! Now, if you'll excuse me. He just went off to get laid. Like, what the fuck? We did it. I did the job, Mamori. Pay me! I swear, if I hadn't seen all this with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. It was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Rory, do me a favor and don't tell Milla about me and all this, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Alrighty. Report to Milla. I'ma tell her. I don't give a fuck. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of nothing. Tell her right now. Bouncy, 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 bouncy. Can you stack the 15 days thing like you create a character? Do 30, get 15 days, then create another character, get another 15 days? Because that'd be pretty broken if you could do that. I doubt it. I wouldn't waste my time with it, though. Once per account, yeah. Do, 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 do. Milla! Already heard of your exploits at the quicksand, Rory. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion's Crossing. It seems words do not suffice after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Rory. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Farmal the Driven, those who have shared in his crimes, never trouble the people of Ul'dah again. Do, 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 do. She said Western, right? Do, 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 do. Western Thanalan. Oh. How convenient. I just happened to be right there. Sweet. That's actually what we want to do. Yeah, Maluma. It's interesting that you said that. My first character that I created in Final Fantasy XIV was actually a Marauder, and the first advanced class that I got was the Warrior. So you're right in a lot of ways, but eventually my love of shields won over. That's complete. Oh. I thought these were social. I thought they were gonna get me. Isn't there a way to get like a pop-up for the skill that you're supposed to do next? Wait, is that my AoE skill? Wait, that's my AoE skill. Gotta put that somewhere else. I'm gonna put that... probably over here. For now. Figure that shit out later. Did we kill enough cactuars? I guess we did. The 80 Sins of Sasamo. Look at all the side quests I'm about to skip. What am I doing here? Where the heart is. Goblet. That quality land so desperately coveted is to be auctioned off to bidders, regardless of their origins. Even adventurers have the right to participate. Just imagine the entire area could end up owned by a wealthy foreign. Beg your pardon, sir. It isn't that I dislike adventurers, for oh, this is the housing system, right? Still, the least they could do is give preferential treatment to hard-working Uldans like me. I've been saving for years, just waiting for an opportunity like this to come along. Say, you wouldn't happen to be curious as well, would you? About the goblet, my hands are full here, but if you have a moment to head that way and look into this auction business... I don't want this. No. No, 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 no. 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 Fuck that noise. I wanted to do kicking the hornet's nest. Nervous merchant. Is this the one? Oh, he's a witness, so I gotta give him something else. No. Well, I just have to recover his goods. I actually don't have to talk to that one. I don't know why I have that weird quest marker there. Seems you should visit a male Moogle. Okay. Do. To go kill those earth sprites for additional XP as well. You dead as fuck, son. I don't think it's actually worth it for me to run around. I'm just so used to action games that whenever I'm fighting something, I just feel the need to constantly run. I remember specifically, even back when I used to play Ultima Online, it'd be better to only go when the auto attack was about to trigger, because then you could kite a little bit, optimize your rotation. Like I move away and then auto attack. Here it just feels like a waste of deeps though. That's a hammer beak. Let's get these earth sprites while we're at it. I need to get a couple more of these sprites. I could probably get quests that... Oh, those are aggressive. That's what that symbol is right there. Ba-na-na. I shouldn't be killing these guys. Just kind of aggroed. I need some more of those sprites. Do I have to do those already as well, or no? No, rusty goblins are not necessary yet.
If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Dark Hero, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat to you, sir. Appreciate support. Man, you even got the level up sound. That was impressive timing. You can finally use the loot emotes. Yeah, buddy. Oh, crap. I almost forgot. Yeah, damn. My mom's calling me for dinner. That is going to be it for now. I got to get my ass out of here. I probably should park my character at, like, a resting spot, right? Just feels like a waste. Is that City of Sanctuary? That'd be really good. When Maria's already wearing his hat. Yeah, dude. Let me just turn this in. Hopefully this triggers the next stage of the quest. Report to Milla. Perfect. Hey, see, this is perfect. Which one of these is return? It's this one. But anyways, for now, that is going to be it. Oh man, now I want to play Final Fantasy 14. Dark Hero, I'm sorry for putting the little bug in you. But that is going to be it for today. We're just going to bail out of here. I'm going to go have some dinner. I really want to try to stream some more today, but I'm not sure if it's going to be possible. If it is possible, I'll do it. If it's not possible, I won't do it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow here. More streams. Probably going to do more Final Fantasy 14. Thank you all very much for hanging out. Peace out, team.